Surprise! Insomniac dropped Marvel Spider-Man Update 1.14 that comes with the Future Foundation suit and the bombastic Batman suit. Yes, 2 free suits added to Spider-Man PS4 and it did some fixes as well. So let's take a look at that in this video. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated and let's go. I want to give a shout out to Suspoor for noting that this update went live because I think that nobody expected them to push it live without a warning. We sure knew that Fantastic Four content was coming to the game, as was teased earlier this year, but not that it would be added to the game on a random Monday. Well, best Monday of the year so far, don't you agree? And yes, as expected, the Fantastic Four collaboration includes 2 suits that Brian Intihar, the creative director on this game, already teased around the release on a kinda funny spoiler cast. We got the bombastic Batman suit, and my favorite of the 2, the Future Foundation suit. Although really, both suits are fantastic. So, with Brian already talking about these suits, already teasing them at the kinda funny spoiler cast, I think it's safe to say that these suits have been in the works for a while now. Just like the Raimi suits, they of course gave away for free as well. And yeah, it's really cool to see that Marvel, Sony and Insomniac give more suits away for free after launch. And I think that this is telling us something else as well, but we'll talk about that a little later in the video. But let's first take a closer look at these suits. The bombastic Batman suit or spare Fantastic Four costume that Peter had to wear when he could not reach his suit. That's why he got the paper bag over his head. And I love the look of it in this game, completely different from the other suits, and man, the details in the paper bag, like with the eyes on it, are really amazing, or fantastic I should say. And also the material of the suit has the insane detail as we come to expect. Black gloves and boots, and look, you can like see a little bit of Peter's face under the bag as well. Really cool details, awesome. And we can say the same about the Future Foundation suit, the black and white suit that immediately catches your eyes because of the eyes of this suit that are way bigger than you normally see, looking very sweet indeed. Especially how like the black-white combo is noticeable throughout the whole suit, covering the legs and even the web shooters as well. Really cool to see that both suits made its way to the game. They, by the way, do not have a suit power, just like the other DLC suits that Insomniac added after launch. But I've said it many times before, like great that we get new suits, but it's even better if there is new content to play with these suits. With the City That Never Sleeps chapters, they gave you new suits and then also a lot of content that you could then experience while wearing these new suits. And sure, you can now do the New Game Plus mode again or some random crimes, but it's different. So that's why I would not be surprised if they actually plan to add more content to this game to also further capitalize on the amazing sales. Sony announced that as of November 25th, Marvel Spider-Man sold over 9 million copies, and we're almost like 2 months later now. So you would think that it's at 10 or 11 million at this point. So that would be that more than 1 out of 10 PS4 owners has this game, because the PS4 is now at around the 90 million sold. So that is insane, and also a huge potential consumer base to sell DLC to, don't you think? And maybe even later you can have a Game of the Year edition that also includes this new piece of content. But yeah, we normally see PS4 exclusives like move on after releasing one DLC, but I really think that, and I said this before as well, with Marvel games calling the shots too, that we haven't seen the last of this game yet. Because again, releasing 2 free suits is huge and it costs them resources to make. Why do that for a quote-unquote dead game? I mean, it could be a nice present for sure, but I think there's more going on. We also got Brian Intihar sharing on Twitter that he shared his first story draft to others. And yes, high chance that this is Spider-Man PS4 related. I mean, why would Brian Intihar, the creative director on Marvel Spider-Man after the huge success, work on something else? So the question then is this for the second game, or could this be for maybe more DLC? Because that is the situation that Insomniac and Marvel Games and Sony are in right now. Do they want Insomniac to go dark and spend 2-3 years working on the next game that is then very likely a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and then leave this insanely popular game alone? I mean, could be an option for sure, but you could also capitalize on the insane success of this PS4 game and feed the hungry PS4 owners more content while you also work on this next game that is a few years away. I mean, I'm sure Insomniac is currently big enough to have both a smaller DLC team and a team working on a sequel at this point. I think at one point, like when watching one of their live streams, they were talking about many new people coming in because they're growing because of the insane success of this game. I'm of course curious to hear what you think, but this update implies to me that there might be more to come, but we have no official info yet. I will of course keep you up to date here once we know more. Let's go back to this 1.14 update because it includes some fixes as well that you see in the update history of the game, addressing an issue where players could not access fast travel from subway entrances, and also where the Aaron Aikman armor from the Silver Lining DLC would not unlock if players leveled up right before unlocking the suit. So yes, what a surprise, what a great update with 2 free suits that you unlock the moment you start up the game. A lot of fun to swing around in these suits to make some cool photos in the photo mode, but let's hope we can use them in new cutscenes and story content as well. When we know more, I will of course let you know here on the channel, so be sure to subscribe for everything Marvel Spider-Man. Like this video to support the channel, and yes, of course, at the end of every Spider-Man video we look at some awesome pictures that you send me via Twitter at JorRaptor. Don't forget to use the SpiderRaptor hashtag and also Instagram JorRaptor as well. Just like Multimiles did, and he is really fast because this update has been out for a few hours at this point, and he already made a cool shot of the future Foundation suit, showing you once again the amazing details and the lines throughout the suit. A really nice one. We got a Silver Sable Spidey action in the shot from Miles Tomlinson. What an awesome part of the Silver Lining DLC that was, right? Is this Hammerhead Tuck waving at Spider-Man? Well, it looks like it in the shot from the official wall crawler. Love Spidey in the Raimi suit shooting webs from his web shooters, looking really awesome. Oh no, a demon on a metro if I'm not mistaken, right? I love the nails on this suit. Looks like Spider Sense just triggered. Really cool position shot from Luke here. And while making this video, Brian shared his shot of the future Foundation suit with a really cool filter. Spidey is nicely centered and looks over the city. And of course, if you got some future Foundation suit and Bagman suit shots as well, again, send them over to my Twitter at JorRaptor, use the SpiderRaptor hashtag, or on my Instagram JorRaptor as well. Follow me there and then share your shots. Again, subscribe for everything Marvel Spider-Man. If there's indeed more content coming, I will let you know here on the channel, just like I did with all the previous content, of course, coming to the game. Like this video to support the channel. Check out my recent video on how Marvel Spider-Man is now way better than it was at launch, and that was even without these 2 suits. Have fun swinging around, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.